Peace, 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 y'all. Peace, peace, peace to the peoples out there, y'all. Put my life together. Machine showing that wisdom. You know what I mean? Showing that wisdom. Like I say, I might change up. You know what I mean? Get my all black on soon. I don't know. See how I look with an all black joint. You know what I mean? Just to give a different look. You know what I mean? Keep a different look going. Every time you see, they be like, "Yo, he looks so different every time." Clean it off. You know, might just keep the stash. You know what I mean? Or just clean it off and keep it bald or whatever. Change up to show different looks, different flavors. Now I'm just gonna probably might just darken it. Why not? The ladies do it, right? Ladies be doing it. They always change up and do they want to and stuff. Throw on different baseball caps. You know what I mean? Different, different wigs and different lace fronts and stuff. Touch up they grays on the tips and everything. To come out here looking beautified for us and showing they stuff and doing they want to. Why not? Take care of ourselves as men. We get older, you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it. You ain't gonna be keeping that young look all your life. So, you gotta enhance yourself and just do your one two and whatnot. But I will never be doing that Botox and all that stuff that the other people be doing. That Botox and injection and all that stuff. And nah, it's all natural. Whatever, whatever. Just gonna take care of myself. Used to, use my good soaps, my good lotions, keep it right. My oils in my beard now. Trying to take care of the bed now. I've been watching on YouTube, how to take care of the bed and stuff with all these oils and whatnot. So, I've been trying that out and whatnot. So, just something different, man. Just living life, enjoying life, and celebrating life, man. Don't want to get to that old age and they say, yo, I ain't try that look, or I ain't, never looked like that, or, I never did that. I'm gonna be one of them cats go look at one of them young cats coming to me saying, yo, look, oh, I did that before, young cat. I did that before. I did that. Been there, done that. For real, for real. Even that look, yeah, I did that, done that. The dress up look, the this look, that look, yeah, did that, done that. But yeah, man, get to regular schedule programming, man. I'm here, man. I just wanna touch on a few things because we see what's going on with Puffy and whatnot, all this stuff with Puffy and this, that, and the third. And we heard what happened with R. Kelly and how R. Kelly was doing his thing and stuff with the pedophiles and the molesting the kids and stuff. I mean, molesting the girls and whatnot. So now we see, they saying Diddy going through allegedly. It ain't been proven yet. He ain't, ain't no young kids. Ain't nobody really come to court yet. Well, he gonna go to court soon, but ain't nobody come out really saying nothing like that. It's things written in papers allegedly and stuff. So, he's still gonna be judged and trialed, and we're gonna, a decision will be made on Puffy on that type of time with the pedophile type of thing. But we know guys do this. Guys go up to them schools and try to get the little young girls in high school and things like that because that was, that was their thing. The pedophile guys, the nasty, gross looking guys. Guys who do things that sane guys like myself look at them and be like, yo, what's up, man? What's going on with you? Why are you chasing this little girl now? What this little girl could bring to your table and do for you? But I mean, to each his own, like they say. But if you get caught, you pay. Just remember that. Remember that. I just, what I mean, God forbid, I find, I don't want to find somebody dealing with no young girl because I can't. Let's just let it be sitting there and seeing somebody dealing with some young girl and I know the situation. I can't. I got to say something. And if that's the case, and if they still there, they still going with things, I'm gonna tell somebody of importance. I'm out of there, man. I ain't, what I'm saying. I'm not gonna be sitting there trying to, defend something because these guys now they manipulate these little kids' minds. So what they thinking that they doing at that age of a 14, 15, 16 is right and it is wrong. You know what I mean? But you sit there and get in there and then, oh no, hold on. Then you try to tell some people and sometimes some of these parents be okay with it because it be a lot of times they getting money out the deal. They getting something out of the deal of their child messing with this older person. So it's like you be like, yo, but off with the pedophiles, man, and that's what it is. But we all know guys do that, and they try, they go to jail and they get crucified, and in jail, people know how it goes down with them in jail. They get listen, They don't not live in jail. Pedophiles do not live in jail at all. So you know what I mean. But now we just want to. I want to do a little story real quick and just do a little something on these women because women do it too, and we shouldn't judge just the men separately on that devilish act. When as it's a devilish act all around, no matter who do it, man or woman. And right now, I just want to go just put some light on some of these women that was out there doing this thing here to these young kids and stuff like that because the light is on the men, right? The light be on the men all the time. They show it, they put them on the news, they put them here, they put them there, and it's rightfully so. But when it's the women, it kind of get a headline here and then it disappear, a headline there, then it disappear, and they just handle it. What is it? Because they think guys can handle that type of action better than the women? You don't know what that guy may go through by being molested by this older woman that later on that have him doing other things. Maybe not even want to mess with women no more. You know, so things like that could happen, but they don't put they don't highlight that. But yeah, I was on YouTube and I saw a couple stories, so I just want to bring some light to it and just let them know that we watching y'all women too. We watching y'all too. Y'all on there too. Y'all on the list too. We know y'all do these things also, and there's no way that we just gonna look at men and just say, "Oh, that's bad," and just crucify them without even crucifying the women. No, it's bad all around. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's get into this joint here with these women and stuff. I'm gonna shoot a couple names out, but then we just gonna get into a story that was crazy, yo. Hold on. Let me see what's going on here. See my man here. See, we gonna share this and more. I gotta share the screen. But it was already shared. Be out there. Live life, enjoy life, celebrate life. Keep doing y'all one too. Make sure y'all investing in y'all stocks, man, and in y'all future for sure, man. Word up, man. Let me see, we talking about here. My man.
Target the victim. Take 24-year-old Ricky Lynn Laughlin, for example. She worked as a special ed teacher in Missouri when she allegedly sent naked pictures and videos of herself to a 16-year-old student over Snapchat and then asked him to send pictures of himself in return. And then things escalated. He says Ricky kissed him and invited him over to her house to have sex while her husband was out of town. And Ricky was charged with 6 different felonies. 27-year-old Reagan Anderson, a former teacher and coach from South Carolina, is facing 2 counts of sexual battery on a student. She allegedly used Snapchat to send the teen naked photos. And then there's 38-year-old Lydia Pinto. Lydia was a high school gym teacher and coach, and the victim reported Lydia abused him when he was around 14 and continued doing so until his senior year. So what's going on here? Joining me now, host of Takedown with Chris Hansen.
Look at that, huh? See what I'm saying? They go a few. Y'all do y'all research on them women there, man, and you see it's out there. And this is recent. This ain't no back in the days, you know what I mean? R. Kelly time, even though we can go back further than that. And I guarantee you'll see that women also was doing this too to the young girls and the young guys and stuff out there. And these, come on. Come on. Come on. Let's be real. 14, 12, 13-year-old, you know what I mean? I see my kids at these age and I can't see them indulging in this thing at that time. I can't see it. It's like, even though back in the days we did do that, but as we grow, you start knowing that, that was wrong. I mean, we was out there kind of doing our thing at 12, 11. You know what I mean? Dudes out there. It was wrong. And, as we get older, we see the things that we was doing back in the day, some of the stuff that was wrong. Let's not just look at that being wrong. Y'all see how we used to say the F word for the gays and the lesbian guys and women out there. You know what I'm saying? We used to say the F bomb and all. It was cool, but now it's not because we found out we was wrong. You know what I mean? A lot of other words that we say now and the other things that we do now that we did back in the days, it was like, okay, cool. Yeah, so what? Yeah, that was what it was. But it's wrong now to say it and do it now. You get put on the chopping block. You'll get blackballed. You know what I mean? You'll get canceled or something like that. So it's like you see that and you're like, whoa, okay. So it's just that we do things now is different as we get older. We see the things that we did back in the day was wrong. We just got to change. We have to change it. We make change, and this is what it is. It's the women doing it. We put them out there and let them know you're doing it now too, just like the guys are doing it now too. It ain't no different. You know what I mean? So let's put them out there and let them know that we watch it, no matter if you're upper level or lower level person. If you're doing these foul acts, you should be exposed. The world is broad now. We're so big now. We can see everything. Everybody there. There's YouTube. Everybody got cameras. expose them now. It don't matter if you just some Joe Schmo up the block. If you molesting kids and you doing wrong, listen, let people get know who's who and what's what, so other people could be on the lookout for this. So they can't do it to other people. That's all it's about. Ain't about just trying to bring harm to these people. No, you already brought harm to the kids and the little kids and the girls and boys that you harmed already. Nobody trying to bring harm. We just want to make sure you don't bring harm to the future kids and you stay away from them. You stay away from them. You know what I mean? Men and women, they just stay away from the kids trying to touch and play with these kids. But we should not look at women, okay, it's cool that she got her 14-year-old. Yo, that's cool. Nah. Because if that same guy was the same age, had that same 14-year-old girl, y'all be like, oh, no, that's wrong. That's wrong. So I don't care if they even look the age. Because, guys, these kids grow older. They be looking older than they are. But nah, it don't matter. The age is the age. You say R. Kelly? We ain't R. Kelly, right? Age ain't nothing but a number, right? We ain't going to do that. So let's not play those games. The age is the age. I don't care how big or tall, how small or fat, short or what the kid may be, or how thick or how voluptuous this girl may look. Don't matter. The age is that age. Leave it alone. Go find somebody your own age. Go deal with somebody else. And then what makes it worse is a lot of these girls be in these little towns. A lot of these guys be in these little towns and they get these little girls trying to just be out there and they brainwash them. They brainwash them, for sure. Let me see this next one here, man. This one here is like, yo, this is a whole nother story. The whole recent joint. Y'all may have heard of this one. You know what I'm saying? This girl, man. Let's see where she at. Where is she at? Where is this joint at? Or where's she at? They had that other page. She was on that other one. Doing this foul. She was a 14-year-old boy. She's with a 14-year-old one. Doing her one too. Y'all may have seen this one. This was more recent.
They have to do the job.
Are you rolling? That's Alyssa Zinger, a former grocery store bakery worker.
Started over.
So this girlfriend not your daughter? Okay. Have you contacted your parents?
That's Alyssa Zinger, a former grocery store bakery worker sitting in a holding area with her teenage boyfriend. The problem? She was 21 and the boy was 13.
They have to do the job.
Are you rolling?
It's their job to do. We'll explain everything that's going on in a minute. Okay? I know what they want. They want pictures of her room to see the walls and see you say, oh, this is the room she did again. And that's it. Do you have anything on you?
Zinger faces a number of sex crimes charges. I have the body camera videos not seen until now. Welcome to Crime Fix. I'm Anjanette Levy. I've told you about Alyssa.
Look at this. You see what I'm saying? But did any of y'all hear about this? Is it out there? No, but we hear about the puppies. We hear about any other man that molests a kid or something like that. We're gonna hear about it. It's gonna be all plastered across the news. This start creeping across my tape. So let me do a little something on this, man.
Zinger a couple of times. She faces serious charges in Tampa, Florida. She's accused of posing as a homeschooled 14-year-old girl so she could have sex with 5 boys who were either 13 or 14 years old. The investigation started more than a year ago in October of 2023. Tampa police said they got a tip that Zinger was having an inappropriate relationship with a boy. A police report said Zinger sent 2 videos of 2 teens, a 14-year-old and a 13-year-old, having sex to other people on Snapchat. The 13-year-old boy told police that he met Zinger on Snapchat. His name is redacted from the document. He said he was on Snapchat when he was 13 years old. He stated the defendant engaged him in a conversation on the social media platform, which was how they primarily communicated through their relationship. He stated they met at the end of May 2023 and dated through the middle of September 2023. The boy stated he believed she was approximately 14 years old and homeschooled. However, he stated she physically seemed older than her age. The boy mentioned an incident back in July where he and the defendant were detained in a store at International Plaza for theft. During that incident, they couldn't locate her information, but did for a 21-year-old female. He disclosed that he and the defendant had been physically intimate, alluding to a sexual relationship. So the boy mentioned that incident in July where he and Alyssa Zinger had been detained at a Nordstrom store for shoplifting. The boy described how he
she with him. How much crime this girl gonna commit in one swoop? She's not just with this kid, just running around, just pedophile playing with this young boy, but you're taking him shoplifting to steal. You're stealing too with the young boy. Come on now, you know what I mean? Come on. This is just pathetic, man. This is what I'm talking about. But it's not there. It's not out there. You know what I'm saying? But you would definitely hear if a college student in some type of school did something to some girl in the school, and the girl saying he did this or he did that to her, and he was probably a black athlete or something. You'll hear all across the world, everywhere. Then it come to find out, it probably was false because he didn't want to date her no more. He didn't want to be with her, so she filed false charges. But then we won't hear about the false charge. That'd be swept. But for 2 weeks, we'll hear about how bad that kid was, how wrong he was doing this, what he did to the girl, and what he did to this and that. But you know what I'm saying? We won't hear about the apology as long as you hear about the drama, about all the stuff he did. But that's how they do. That's how they do in America, man. They love drama, right? Love drama.
Took things from the store. Then the officer spoke to Alyssa Zinger.
So this girlfriend, not your daughter? Okay. Have you contacted your parents? Yeah. Okay. Well, I got to try to contact them. Because how old are you? 14. Yeah, so unless they tell me that I can release them, which I'm sure they will, but
Yeah.
You read my text. For legality purposes, I mean, if you want to reach out to him just so I can speak with him, just obviously, it's going to come with liability to me if anything was to happen. I understand that. But for my job and my purposes, I need to confirm that because you're a juvenile. So once your parents tell me that they're okay with you going with them, perfectly fine. Okay? Straight to voicemail.
I want to tell you about Upside. It's a free app
Yo.
that gets you cash back on things like gas,
You know what's so crazy?
groceries, and restaurants.
Hold on. You know what's so crazy? I'm sitting there, I'm watching that. I'm like, yo, if it was someone else, you don't think that she don't really look 21? I mean, 14. I would sit there and be like, they ain't even asking her, you sure you 14? Okay, all right. Ain't even those type of questions. But it was someone else, like, you sure you 14? Because I guess us as black people, we look, older or something. But they would definitely been asking us, are you sure? You sure? That girl look older than 14 years old, man. Come on, let's be real.
Your name, Alyssa? A half sister? Okay, we don't have the same middle name, I'm assuming.
I don't have anyone else that my parents are like I'm with him.
I'm going to document that you're going home with them. I tried to get in contact with your parents, made efforts. So, like I said, it's just for liability reasons. So you're Alyssa. What's your middle name? Just Alyssa Cigarz. Okay. All right.
But like my mom was already gonna come pick me up at his house later anyway. My stuff's there.
So a 21-year-old named Alyssa Zinger came up in the system when the officer looked up the name, and Alyssa Zinger told the officer, "That's my half-sister, same name." And the officer believed her. Eventually, the officer allowed Zinger to go home with the teenage boy and his dad.
All right. So Alyssa, you're going to go home with... Do you have any questions? No? We're not going to do this again? Sure? Dad told me you make money. You ain't going to spend $100. All right, man. This is one shot. You get one shot to do this program. After this, there's no more. So let's just make smart choices, okay? All right, sir. Take care.
So back to the investigation about Alyssa Zinger. In October 2023, as I mentioned, Tampa police received the tip about Zinger allegedly circulating the video of the boy having sex with a teenage girl. On November 24th of last year, Tampa police went to Alyssa Zinger's parents' home to seize her cell phone.
Yes, the detective said nobody can go in the house.
Okay.
So
That's weird because I talked to my lawyer and he says you guys aren't under arrest. You guys aren't.
There's a search warrant for that. She told me she got a search warrant and nobody's allowed in the house.
For the phone or for my house?
Nobody's allowed in the house.
Who's in the house? So that's
Right. So that's why I came over because I know it's your house, but we can't
We've been like he knows completely 100% cooperative in every way, shape, or form. But we want to make sure that you guys are doing the right thing. Too.
No, absolutely.
And first off,
and we have body cameras, so your lawyer can request anything.
Perfect. And first off, like I said, we've from the get-go been
just freezing.
Doing nothing but being 100% cooperative.
Right. The detective called me and said they're on the way to you. Yeah. They cannot go in the house.
Yeah, fair enough.
So
police wouldn't allow Zinger's parents to enter the home until a detective arrived with a warrant.
Well, we're not in the chase. We're not running, so.
So that's where we're at. I know it sucks. But
This situation sucks. Me not going in my home right now, that's the
I know
least of my worries. I got a beautiful young daughter that's, this is going to be happening. She's got a lot of problems and mental issues and stuff, and it just sucks that, I don't know if you have kids, but
yeah, we have 2 kids. I have 2 kids.
Yo, you see how quickly they be like, yo, he said my parents, they have issues. They having
Introducing the
no commercials. No, we do. They having my kids, they got mental issues. They got this, they got that. They quick to say that. That be the weird thing about it. Like, yo, how is it that automatically your kids got mental issues, and that's the reason why they probably, she probably did what she did, or she doing what she doing. He threw that out there quick. She got mental issues. She got little mental issues. Okay. I mean, wrong is wrong, right is right. You know what I'm saying? Oh, volume.
Wrong here. Even though he's a lot younger. So I got a beautiful young daughter that's, this is going to be happening. She's got a lot of problems and mental issues and stuff, and it just sucks that, I don't know if you have kids, but
Yeah, we have 2 kids. I have 2 kids. Yeah.
You can imagine.
I'm sorry to hear that, by the way.
Well, I mean, she got messed up with the wrong kid. Even though he's a lot younger, he is, put it this way, my wife works for the federal government, 38 years, never been in trouble in her life, not a single thing. My daughter, the same thing. Me, stupid little shit when I was a kid. But we're good, honest people, hardworking people. And she just,
I get it.
she's never been in trouble in her life. Nothing, but she met a kid, and even though he's young, that's why we're in this situation. She never been in trouble in her life until she was 31. And this kid's like insane.
Alyssa Zinger's father claims the teenage boy he's referring to fired a gun at people near a river, and he suggests that despite his daughter being older, the teen boy was a bad influence on her.
Like I said, my daughter's never been in trouble in her life. This kid is 14 years old. He's got girls at his house videotaping them, making porn at 14 and shit. And my daughter's 21 or 22. She was a virgin until she was 21. We got this kid being freaking, this unbelievable.
I don't know the details or anything.
I know.
You see that? He said first she had mental issues and these issues and this, that, third, but now he's throwing it on the boy. Yeah, it's wrong. He's wrong. He does this. He's been shooting. He does this. He does that. And my daughter was a virgin until she met this guy, and blame it all on the 14. Oh man, the 13 or the 14, how old he was, the underage boy is getting the blame from the father because of what his daughter's doing. Your daughter 21. She know right and wrong. Her mental issues or not, she know right and wrong. She know not to mess with that. And then if you've seen it, more than likely they done had some look and they found this out, or they saw some link and they saw some of this happening before, or this little young boy coming around, or things happening. You ain't stop it then. You was letting it slide until this happened now. Now this happened. Now is, oh, my daughter got mental issues, and now this young guy, he brought this to her. He does this to her. Come on.
The gist of it, it sucks.
Absolutely. I'm sure it's a terrible situation.
The detective went into the home to seize the phone. The video is blurred once inside, and the phone appeared to be out of battery.
I think it looks like it has airplane mode on, I think. Go up, I think. No, yeah. What is that? Oh, is that the the portrait thing? Oh, never mind.
So I don't know. All right, well.
And I'll look at both dead in the eye. I do not know her passcode.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not
trying to
trying.
get into it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get into it.
We give you every right and want you to, do what you have to do.
It's a service, and I was trying to see because if Wi-Fi calling isn't enabled, if Wi-Fi calling is enabled, then I could call it while it's on the Wi-Fi. But I was trying to get that screen and I couldn't. So when I went to set, there should be I don't know how to get her settings.
And if she would have been able to bail it out a little quicker, we're open, she would have been one of us. But
But you're pretty sure this is hers, or you know this is hers?
that's her.
Because you both have your phones.
Yes.
Okay, so this is hers.
Yes, and I'll tell you what, we are, whatever you need, from the beginning, you have a word, we're not,
Right,
you know, from the beginning, from Mike to now,
right.
we've been nothing but honest, truthful, and helpful in every situation.
So like you can do Wi-Fi callings, but it's like a certain settings in your phones, but I couldn't figure out how to get those settings.
She's never, ever in her life let us have any.
Yeah, that's fine. Again, we're not trying to, like, I'm always not trying to confuse anything.
It
Just
sucks
wanted to verify her phone.
that this is happening, and, you know, but I hope she was smart enough to not have anything similar.
Well, I appreciate you letting us come in here. Well, following us in here.
We let you in here, because you know what my lawyer really said, I don't know if he is right, do you know Daniel Fernandez?
I don't know.
He said, you guys aren't in trouble.
Right.
So why are they trying to hold, you can leave and do it,
Yeah, you could.
you could go frickin' to Tallahassee.
Yeah.
So, but I said, Mr. Fernandez, we want to help you.
Yeah.
We don't want to fight with them, we want to work with them, we want you, I told you in the car.
You're good.
Now, police said at the time that they initially charged Alyssa Zinger with having sex with one teenage boy, that they believed there were more victims. The state attorney filed additional charges against her earlier this year, bringing the total number of alleged victims in the case to 5. In January of this year, Tampa police returned to the Zinger home with another search warrant, this time to take photos of Alyssa Zinger's bedroom. Zinger was there with her parents and said very little.
They have to do their job.
Are you rolling?
It's their job to do. We'll explain everything that's going on in a minute. They don't.
I know what they want.
They want pictures of her room to see the walls and see you say, oh, this is the room she did it in, and that's it.
No, it's
Do you
not.
have anything on you? Phones, tablets, anything?
I have my.
No weapons or anything like that.
Absolutely.
No weapons. No. Perfect. I appreciate
We're
it.
not going to do something.
Once again, this is something procedural. If there were like any additional charges or anything like that, we would have communicated that with your attorney, and your attorney would get in contact with you guys, to make those kind of arrangements. We want everything to be civil.
They should have had cameras and stuff there. The news should have been there. Everybody should have been there like, yeah. Gotta stop these pedophiles from doing this when they know they're going to get all that attention. They know they get all that attention if they get caught out there. Police come to them and start questioning. Because you got to think about it. A lot of these stars, people be saying, yo, he did this, he did that. They get accused of these things before they really get prosecuted or get found convicted of it. But what happens? Once you get accused, it's over. News there, everybody there, and it's like, oh, the light is on you. You basically is guilty in the eye of the public. Same thing should go for these people here. So people will stop doing this, stop touching, knowing that, oh, once people even get the word that I'm being investigated about this, yo, the camera's gonna come. Yeah, the camera's gonna come. Yeah, that's right. And if a person do it by mistake, then that'll be the person now. Let's say for the people that say, yo, what if I get wrongfully accused? Okay, then they should also make a law that people who wrongfully accuse them could go to jail. If you wrongfully accuse somebody of this, you go to jail. But now, if it's a young kid, we got to see. Maybe now that's where we say, okay, maybe they mentally disturbed or whatever, because, sometimes kids get crushed on older people and then that older person may turn them away. Then they may make up a lie and say this and this, that, and the third. In that stance, you got to remember, a child's mind ain't really that developed yet. So we still may have to mature them and mold them and still take them through counseling and show them. And, and be like, listen, what you did was wrong. Because, most kids' minds don't develop until they probably about like 21, 22. You know what I mean? When they start really realizing, listen, what's right and what's really right and wrong. You know what I mean? Even 19, man, 18 years old, man. You know what I mean? If you mold it right by your parents, 16 years old, you'll know what's right and wrong. If you got parents in the house that's molding you right.
Also, whenever it comes to executing residential search warrants, that's something that they're not privy to with that information. That's something that we have to execute in, a capacity of maintaining the integrity of the investigation. Okay, so we're not trying to scare you or anything like that. And this morning, like I said, we were talking a moment ago. That is all procedural. Trust me, it's a headache for us to put all that together too. Whenever we know that it's nothing that's probably going to be needed, but because historically there have been,
hey,
I know, but they won't let us do that.
you guys might do that. Other people,
Absolutely.
We have those 0.01% times where we think everything is going to go swimmingly, and unfortunately somebody comes out with something violent. So that's why they have us do things a certain way.
The police officer explained to Zinger and her family what they were going to do.
Our crimes detection, whenever she gets here, we're going to go through the house. And we'll take pictures and document and stuff like that. And she'll also get a copy of, or she'll get a copy of the search warrant, take pictures and document that too, which I'll go ahead and just kind of review this with you now. Okay. So, just so you know that it is something that is valid and signed by a judge. Okay. So it says, whereas complaint on oath and in writing, supported by affidavit, has been made before me, Judge Thomas Palermo, in Fort Hillsborough County, Florida, by Amanda Baranowski, that would be me, be a client of the Tampa Police Department, who states, okay, it says that your client has reason to believe and does believe certain residents of Alyssa Ann Zinger, which would be you, located in Hillsborough County, Florida, described as follows to wit, the residents of Alyssa Ann Zinger at 1714 Westmore Drive, okay, which is, the color, I guess, could be debatable as far as what you exactly would want to describe it as, but I'll agree with brown trim or brown with brown trim. The residence is located on the south side of Westport Drive and is facing north. The defendant's parents identified, and the address of the residence is the premise where the defendant occupies, lives, and has access to. And there is now being kept in on said residence certain evidence to wit, okay, and the scope of the search in this is for the device. Okay.
Zinger's father did most of the talking, and once inside the home, the video is blurred again. Zinger's father had a question for the officers about how they were documenting their work.
The last time you guys.
This is 10 times easier than any other.
That's crazy, right? So he making sure, how y'all doing this? What's going on? How we making it happen? You know what I'm saying? Oh man.
Come with you? Why is that difficult?
It's technically, this house is ours now. We have a search warrant. It's ours.
But
So
we did do this. She signed.
if she wants to allow that, it's up to her. This is her case. She's the case
The
agent.
main thing is, as long as you're all together with the camera, that's.
I can tell you we're not going to do 10 house for her.
No, but what I'm saying is, I just want it on camera what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Just for our, not 3 in this room, 2 in that room, 5, doing this and that. You go together, you do whatever you got to do. I give you 100%, you're going to do it anyway, but you have our, you have our.
I can't guarantee if that's the way it's going to be. We don't normally record, every single motion. We have the body camera here, obviously, he's going to record what he can, but we're also not going to be here until 3 in the morning because we have to let one person record everything we're doing.
Right.
So there's going to be a compromise there. But next time I ask that you guys maybe tidy up a little bit more and get rid of some of the clutter. I'm joking. This house is the most uncluttered house I've ever seen in my life. There's nothing in this house. There's not a picture up on the wall. There's not a set of keys on it. There's nothing.
I know. We try to keep it.
It's a model home.
At one point, Alyssa Zinger's father becomes emotional. He tells the officers that what's happened with
That's a little weird. You know what I mean? But hey, it is what it is. No, you heard the officer, there's no pictures on the wall. He's like, look like y'all just like an Airbnb trying to say. Y'all sure y'all live here? You know what I mean? What type of family is this? You know what I'm saying? But, hey, I digress, like they say. They don't want to judge them, but they'll judge us quickly. You know what I mean? If we had a clear house, but you ain't got nothing going on in that house, like y'all live there, nothing. Suspicious.
his daughter's arrest has actually brought her closer to them.
And I can say one good thing that's come out of this, we got our family back. We finally got our daughter back where she plays with us and watches TV. She hangs up with us now, but she won't have a phone ever again. When they came in to look for that phone, there was an iPad and a phone on the table. I looked at it and she goes, "Is that the phone?" I said, "I do believe so." I said, "This is her phone here." Ha ha ha. No. I handed her the phone and said, "I do believe it." And I even said, if you watch the podcast, I said, "What model is this?" "I'm not sure." I got like a freaking 8, So she took the phone, and that's that. Now, I wasn't trying to be manipulative. And in fact, tell me this: if someone's trying to hide something, the phone was dead. I said, "You want to take your phone and leave?" Which I could have said if I was not trying to work with the people. But what did I say? I bet you watched the cam. I said, "Ma'am, there's a charger right there. Go ahead and charge the phone."
So like I said,
I'm just telling you. I just want to let you know we're being transparent.
As police continue their search of the house, Alyssa Zinger becomes concerned that photos might be posted online.
They're gonna post these pictures now.
They don't post your pictures. This is for their investigation.
Okay, well,
It's nothing to be anybody's
that's my
business.
stuff, yeah.
That's nobody's business. They just got to do their job. They got to take pictures of what they need to do. And I think you guys should leave.
But didn't she take a video from one of the kids' phone and share it to other kids and stuff? You see how contradicting people be? Oh, I don't want no pictures being shared on no social. But you shared a young kid having sex with other kids to other kids. Oh my.
I can't.
Well, I mean,
They surrounded the whole car. Like, I literally can.
I don't think they meant it like that.
Well, there's 5 cars. Like, how do I back out? No, I can't go on the hot tub. My back hurts. And I can't get clothes. Did they hear a collapse? They all.
But in her bedroom, they do that? They
They
do
all
that?
broken, and that's heavy.
I think their main focus is
Gonna collapse. Yeah, they're here at my room, not that.
That's what they're worried about. Hey, they're doing their job. They're gonna do their job. Bless you.
So Alyssa Zinger's father told her and her mother they should leave, but they didn't think they could because they were blocked in by cruisers. At one point, Alyssa Zinger seems annoyed that police didn't call before showing up and that so many officers showed up to execute the warrant.
Acting like I'm a murderer.
They got to protect. They don't know who here. They got to protect themselves. This is a crazy world. People are mental. They got issues. There's men probably out there that would do something stupid. You know what I mean?
But don't she got mental issues? Don't she got mental issues? You know what I mean? So this is why they there. You got mental. Your father said you got mental issues. They just don't even. They ain't know that, but they just showed up because of this serious of this crime. And let's be honest, you're not a murderer, but you're one level down from it. I think this is the next. If this ain't matter of fact, well, listen. To be honest, I mean, taking a life is bad, but molesting a kid, if you ask me, they kind of on the same playing field, man. They like this. 1A, 1B, 1B, whichever one you want to put there, they both is one. Murdering someone or molesting a child. Hey there, man. You know what I'm saying? And even rape. Molesting a child, rape, you know what I mean? Those type of things and murder, it's kind of on the same playing field for me. You know what I mean? When I mean rape of man or women, you know what I mean? Because men can be raped too. So, you know what I'm saying? So if those is on the same playing field when you talking about the most devilish crime in the world, you know what I mean? But they also got terrorists and all that, but you know what I'm talking about.
I mean, they got to protect themselves. You know what I mean? There's a lot of crazy people out there. So, and a lot of people don't like police. But that's not us. Like I said, we back you guys 100%. That's for sure. We have friends.
Yeah, you're friends with a lot of police.
I have a lot of friends that are police, and we firefighters. We need you.
About 10 minutes later, the Zingers discussed again how they wish they had had a heads up about the warrant being executed.
This isn't ripping your house apart, destroy your home, smash all your windows, and flashbangs. I just wish they would have called us and said, hey, or called our attorney and said, hey, okay, come on.
At times, Alyssa Zinger and her mom appeared
Puffy had the heads up. All right, they wish they got a head up like Puffy did too. I think Diddy had the heads up too. All them cats had the heads up.
frustrated by how long the search was taking. Alyssa Zinger would look inside the house, but eventually she leaves. Zinger has actually been in the Hillsborough County Jail since April after additional charges were filed and a judge said she will stay in jail until her trial. The 13-year-old boy told police last year, through their relationship, they engaged each other sexually approximately 30 times. Sexual activity was the most apparent thing for her. It was known by everyone that that was what she wanted. The first time they had sex, he wasn't expecting it to happen so quickly, but after it was a pretty normal occurrence. The 13-year-old boy also described how Zinger behaved at times. She gets aggressive when she is upset and has tried to get physical with him in the past. She will throw things, try to fight him, etc. She doesn't really think before she does something. She also has a crazy ego when she is mad. She talks like she is invincible and no one can stop her. The defendant thinks she has all of the power in the world and threatened to have him jumped by high schoolers. When he threatened to break up with her, there will be instant texting, crying, screaming that she hates him, etc. After, she will be apologizing to him. She is all over the place and never in control. The relationship was stressful. It was ruining his grades, making his life hard, etc. He couldn't escape it. She was always trying to talk to someone and has dated 4 kids at his school to try and make him mad. She always tries to be in everyone's business, especially his. The teenage boy also told police about Zinger possibly having mental health issues. Regarding the mental health stuff mentioned with her family, he stated that when the defendant leaked the video of him, he learned that immediately after, they took her to a mental hospital to have an exam. He feels she definitely has something going on. The defendant and her parents told him.
Oh, you see? So the parents knew about this. You see what I'm saying? Y'all knew about this before even she got caught with the stealing and get caught in the supermarket. They knew about this. You see? But, you know, they knew about all this before. They took your daughter to the it's like after she done released these photos and these, okay, so you knew. But you do it undercover. But I guarantee they were the same ones sitting there in their living room crucifying a Diddy or all these Epstein and all these guys who rightfully so deserve it, but they would sit on that couch talking about them when y'all sit in the same boat with somebody, a pedophile in your house. You got to watch out. You may have it in your own house and you over here crucifying somebody else.
This. She told him that it was his fault that she was there. He and the defendant got physical when he saw her take the video of his phone. Zinger has pleaded not guilty to the charges. Her trial date has not yet been set, but she'll be back in court next month.
Hold on, let me
and
get
that's
that.
it. To be in everyone's business, especially his. The teenage boy also told police about Zinger possibly having mental health issues. Regarding the mental health stuff mentioned with her family, he stated that when the defendant leaked the video of him, he learned that immediately after, they took her to a mental hospital to have an exam. He feels she definitely has something going on. The defendant and her parents told him this. She told him that it was his fault that she was there. He and the defendant got physical when he saw her take the video of his phone. Zinger has pleaded not guilty to the charges. Her trial date has not yet been set, but she'll be back in court next month. And that's it for this episode.
Look at that. It was his fault. It was his fault. That's how they do. You know what I mean? They turn around and say, "Oh, it was his fault. It's his fault." But it was your daughter's fault. She had mental issues and she messed with a younger kid. You don't think you should say, "Yo, it's my daughter's fault. Let me keep my daughter away from this guy and make sure everything's good." But no, you blame the kid. It's his fault. Hey, man, just want to drop in real quick. Well, you know, I know it went over because it be issues like this that I be wanting to touch on sometimes, but I be seeing it, and I don't like the double standards sometimes when, you know, women get looked at some way differently than the men get looked at when both situations is wrong. Both situations, you know, both parties are wrong for that situation they did. No matter if it's murder, child molestation, you know, the R word rate, you know, no matter what it is, if you harming a person, you're doing something wrong, man, as a man or a woman, they should both get the same punishment, get crucified the same way, get talked about, get out there in the news and everything the same way. It shouldn't be no different. So we all know who they are, what's going on, and possibly stop it. Because if more people know that, not just the stars getting put out there, this Joe Schmo from Louisiana, the little teacher that just did that you get put on blast now too. Everybody getting put on blast. If you see it, say something on YouTube. If you see it, report it and put a video about it on it, man. Let people know what's going on out there, man. So yo, just leave a comment down and leave your comments down there and do your research on these people, man, and make sure you know what's going on and make sure y'all stay good out there, man. Stay doing y'all want to, man. Know what I mean? Please, man, live life, enjoy life, and celebrate life, man. Please stop. Don't be out here doing this foul other stuff, man. Please, man. This is not it. This is not it, man. We're trying to live a good life, trying to be out here righteous and do our thing, man. So y'all do y'all want to, man. Leave it in the comment. Like, share, subscribe. I'm out, y'all. Y'all stay up, man. Peace.